Hello, today I'm going to show you how to register for your classes using your MyMOTLOW and Schedule Planner. To start off with, we'll go on the Motlow homepage, which is mscc.edu, and in the upper bar there is an icon that states MyMOTLOW. Go ahead and click that. Once you click that icon, it's going to take you to this page, and you're going to see several options. Go ahead and click the Student Login. Okay, to actually get into your MyMOTLOW account, you're going to need to know some information. The first is going to be your user ID, which is going to be the A number that was assigned to you when you applied here at Motlow. If you don't happen to know it, it's not a problem. You can just look on your student ID. And your PIN number is a 6-digit number that you chose when you set up your application here. Now, this is only going to be numbers, no letters involved in the PIN. Once you enter in your information and you log in, from there it'll take you to this page. I want you to take note of the top of the tabs here and choose the Student tab option. And then the first option from there is going to be Registration, and we're going to go ahead and click that. Okay, once you choose the registration option, it's going to take you to this page, and not quite halfway down is going to be the option for Schedule Planner. So go ahead and click that, and then it'll actually redirect you, and it may take a few moments, to another page, and this is actually taking us to Schedule Planner. Our next step is going to be to select which term we need. This is going to be the term for the classes that you're going into. In our case, it's going to be Fall 2018. So you'll choose that option and then save and continue. Our next step is going to be choosing a campus. You're going to choose whichever campus you're going to be taking classes at. If you happen to be taking classes at multiple campuses, you will simply choose whichever campus you'll be taking both your classes at. For example, if you're going to be at the Moore County campus and also at the Fayetteville campus, you can choose both options. If you're going to be at Moore County and also taking some online classes, you can choose both options. For our purpose, we're just going to choose one campus today and then save and continue. Okay, once we choose our semester and our campus, that takes us to this page. Then our next step would be to actually add the courses. So about in the middle of the page, there's a green icon that's with a plus sign that says Add Course. Go ahead and choose that. Now we'll actually go in and add the courses one by one. So the first thing we'll need to know is the subject. Now, if you're not sure which classes you need to take, there's another video on how to locate your planner in GPS. If you need to check that one out, I would pause this video and go check that out. But if you do have the classes you want to take, you can always pick up right here. So the first option is going to be subject. And from there, you will know this based on the classes you need. In our case, it's going to be English. So I'll use the drop-down menu and look for English. You can either scroll or you can actually type it in, and then you'll select the course. Once you have found the course you need, you can choose the option to add course. You know it has been added when it shows up right here on this side of the screen. From there, we're just going to add each class one by one until we have all the classes that we need for the semester. And we take note, we always check each time to make sure that the course is added properly. And you will just continue to do this until each class is added. If for some reason a class that you are looking for doesn't show up, that most likely means that the class is closed or not available. If you run into that issue, you can always check with your advisor, or you can check your plan on to see other options for classes you can take. Once all the courses are added, and I just double check everything, I'm going to hit this option, and this takes me back to the schedule planner. Okay, our next step is going to be to add breaks. Now, depending on your schedule and your needs, you may not have to add a break. This is completely up to you. A break could be any reason that would keep you from attending classes at certain times. A good example would be if you have a job in the evenings or at certain times of the day that you couldn't attend class. So how we do that is right here on the right hand side of the screen, it shows the option, and we're just going to click Add Break. Okay, the first thing we'll need to do is give our break a name, and you can label this anything you'd like. In our case, we'll label it Work, and the start time is going to be the actual time that you would not be available to attend classes. Always keep in mind as well, if you have a job, that you want to make sure that you give yourself enough travel time as well. Then you can also make sure that you allot the correct days. So if you only work a certain few days out of the week, you can choose only those options. And then once everything is how you like it, just choose the option to add the break. Okay, before we go any further, I always like to stop and make sure, just give everything a quick look over to make sure everything is correct. Once you're happy with everything, down here at the bottom, there's an icon that says Generate Schedules. We're going to click that. Okay, based on the classes and the times that we put into the system, these are the options for classes and schedules that are available. And it is quite a few, and I can show you guys how to pare that down as well. If you look right here, that also gives you a quick glance at everything. But if you want to look more detailed, just hit View, and that takes us to this page. Now, just so you know all your options, right up here in the right-hand corner, if you choose this arrow, it'll actually allow you to toggle through all the options. Also, in our case, since we do have quite a few classes, we also can use the lock feature. So, if this particular class is one that fits your needs very well and one that fits your schedule well, if you choose that lock option, it'll actually lock that class in and have all the other classes go around it. So where we originally had more, this will pare it down for us. So you see where I locked that one in, we originally went from 126 classes down to 54. So that's not quite as many to go through. So you just click through and you find the one that you are happiest with. When you come to one that you do like, you can take a look at it, make sure that all the dates and times are things that fit your schedule. If you look right here on the left-hand bar, it shows all the times. Then here are the days of the week. Once you're happy with it, we'll choose the option to send a shopping cart. Once you choose that option, you'll get a pop-up, and it'll state, this schedule will now be transferred to the shopping cart and schedule planner will close. Do you want to continue? Then you'll choose the option OK, because it'll take you out of schedule planner and back into your MyMOTLOW. And then from there, you're going to get every class that you register for is actually going to go into your cart. Double check everything, look it over, and then your next step would actually be to hit register. And once you choose that option, you're actually registered for classes with your MyMOTLOW account using Schedule Planner.